There's part two. Lost track of time and ran out of memory space for part one. So another two-parter this weekend. Very good weekend for knives. One of my better weekends, actually. Guy had this buck knife on his table, 15 bucks, and very nice condition. He was asking 25. I got it for 15, and no question at all about coming down on the price. Nice little Gerber boot knife here. It says Blackie Collins Hoffritz. This one was 10. The same guy I got the $1 knife from, I got this one from. Walked up to the table and this big old leather sheath was just laying there. It said buck on it. I said, no, that's for me. And I would have paid the 30 bucks, but I offered him 20 and he took it no problem. So you can see it's a I don't know what model this is. It's just marked Buck USA on the blade. Nice little partial serration. And it looks like it's been sharpened, but somebody did a good job of it. They didn't scratch the blade up. Looks like a synthetic handle. Very nice. For 20 bucks, can't beat it. Not sure what I'll get for it on eBay, but I think that's an easy $50 knife there. Probably more. I saw this sitting on the table and I thought, oh, Gerber Mark II, one of my favorite knives. But it's not a Gerber. It's a Parker Brothers, Chattanooga, Tennessee copy of a Gerber. It's got a really nice feel. It's got the they call it a cat's tongue texturized grip. It feels like a cat's tongue. Feels nice. Paid 30 for this. Hopefully get about 75 for it. If it was Gerber Mark II, the sky's the limit on those, depending on how old it is. Picked up this one. It's a dive knife, made in Japan. Not sure what it's worth. It was 8 bucks. Took a chance on it. Picked up a World War II German bayonet. One way to tell that it's German is to get this thing to focus here. Right there, the Wehrmacht. It should be an eagle with a swastika normally worn off right there, but the tip's broke and paid 10 for it. Not worth much more than that, but it's hard for me to pass up a decent bayonet. Bought a scuba knife, 7 bucks. Not sure what it'll bring. That's an eBay item. And bought a sword. It looks to me, when I first saw this laying on the table, I thought, this is a reproduction. But then I started looking at it closer, and it's a lot of honest wear to this handle. A lot of dings and scratches and on the brass. It's a stacked leather handle with brass. Can't find a mark on it. Who made it? Kind of reminds me of a Roman short sword. The tip is rounded over but if you look here, yeah, it looks like it's been rounded over on purpose. It looks like it was broken off and somebody rounded it. A funny story about this one. It was a dealer that had this. I asked the dealer how much, and she told me $50, and would not. This woman never comes down on a price for me. I get that from a lot of dealers. They know if I'm looking at it probably to resell it, and they never give me a break on the price. So I gave my dad $40 and told him to go up and buy it, and he was able to get it for $40 for me. But if anybody knows anything about this, let me know. I think at the very least it's worth 40 bucks. But it looks like it's got some wear, like it was used. So if somebody can tell me something, let me know. Just like the Masonic stuff that I buy that I really shouldn't, I also have a weakness for scales, it seems. And the guy had this out. I swear the stuff he had, it looked like he dug out from a dumpster. He had this sitting on his truck, and another dealer came by and looked at it and said, I asked him how much. He said 15. Another dealer came by and looked at it and said, oh, but you're missing the sliding weight to it. He thought a weight went on there. I know it didn't take a weight, but when he walked away, I asked the guy selling it if he'd take 10 for it, and he took 10. Apparently the guy didn't know that that it didn't need a weight either. But put your stuff in here, and it's still pretty balanced. And put your weights on here and figure out how much you have. It's marked Fairbanks #1. But for some reason, every one of these that I've gotten, have a hard time selling. Picked up a knife, India, like a tourist knife, but it looks pretty neat. 15. Perfume bottles, 50 cents a piece. Neat old ground stopper brown bottle for 50 cents. National Bow in a jar for $5. National Bow is very popular around here. Looks like I'm gonna have to make this a 3-parter.